Hi all, and welcome to another video with me, your host, Tracy McBride. I want to do a quick update video about getting ready for our second semester, especially in lieu of the fact that we are starting online. In this video, we're going to be talking about showing and hiding classes, leaving classes, renaming classes, and I'll also cover a few reminders about tips and tricks and good protocols to use with teams. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. One of the first things that I want to show you is how to hide a class on your dashboard. Right now, of course, my first semester classes are the ones that are showing, and the second semester ones are hidden. We did this back in August. So we first need to hide courses and show courses. To hide these first semester courses, you will simply click on the three dots. So we're going to start with my first period class, click on the three dots, and click hide. So I'm going to go through that process, and then we'll come back together when all of my classes are hidden. So now that the only classes that I have here are ones that I'm going to be continuing for the year, I'm going to come down here to my hidden teams. You may need to click this little arrow icon to show this if you have it hidden. And I'm going to go ahead and show my second semester classes. The same system is going to apply. You're going to click the three little dots and you're going to click show, which will move these classes up to this active team roster. Once you've grabbed all of your classes that are hidden and you've moved them up, you can go ahead and minimize that. And now I only have things that I'm going to be using this semester. The last thing that I'm going to do to clean things up a bit before I get into renaming is I'm actually going to leave classes I don't need to be a part of. Maybe you were added because you were subbing or for whatever reason. You want to make sure that we're leaving and not deleting classes. So this is a third period Melanchenko class. I'm obviously not Caitlin. So I'm going to click the three little dots and I'm going to click leave the team. Please do not delete teams if they are not yours. I'm simply going to leave the team. And now the only things that are left are going to be things that are mine, or that are things that I'm going to need to do something with. So now we're going to go ahead and rename classes. If you remember from first semester, the way that we determined which class matched which section was by using the master schedule. I've attached a copy of the master schedule that I have from Renee from October 30th to this email. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to our master schedule. So if we look under first period, I can see that for second semester, looking down here, English 205.1001. So I'm looking at this part right here because I want to make sure that I know which one goes with which. So if I go back to teams, I can see that this is section 1001, which means that this is going to be my first period class. Make sure that you're matching those so that you get the naming right. And IT has asked that we standardize this for a myriad of reasons. But the way that we're going to standardize it is by the period, the class, the teacher name, and S2 for semester 2. So how do you change a name? You click on the three little dots, as I've already done, and you click Edit Team. This is going to bring up a lot of different options. You can change the picture if you want, whatever you would like, but we changed the name here. So mine, of course, is going to say first period, into H, McBride, S2. And then I'm going to click Update. And I'll do this for each of my classes. I'll go ahead and pause, and then we'll come back together once I'm all done. All right, so I'm wrapping this up. I just wanted to point out that how important it is to check these section numbers. You would think this would be period 3, but I know that I don't have a third period class. So just showing you one more time, I went ahead and matched 1003, which is period 7. So as I'm renaming, I'm double checking to make sure that those are right so that when I get to adding and subtracting students, I know that I am adding and subtracting them to the right course. 2. All right. So now that all of my classes are up to date and the names have changed, I'm going to go ahead and activate them. So since my 7th period class is already open, I will go ahead and click activate. Just like in the first semester, I know that I don't have 24 kids in this class. I don't have 24 kids in any of my classes. So I need to make sure that all of the kids are in the right place. To do this, I'm going to go ahead and click the three little dots next to the name, and I am going to click Manage Team. Under here, I can see the members and guests. And now I can go ahead and start removing and or adding students to this. In order to compare rosters, I'm actually going to use PowerSchool. So I'm going to come down to my web browser, and I've already logged into PowerSchool, but I would log into PowerSchool, and you can click on the little backpack to see your class roster. Just make sure that you're clicking the second one, as that is your second semester class. So I will click the backpack. I get a list of the kids along the left-hand side. I know that I've had kids added to this class. The roster will have changed. And then I will simply go back and forth. You could also print this, which would be far easier than clicking back and forth between the two screens. But if I see that maybe Sophia is in the wrong place, I can go ahead and remove her by clicking the X. Or if I need to add someone, I can click Add Member, and then I can search for the student that I would like to add, and I can add them to the class. All right. Once I know that my roster is all good to go, I will then make a couple of changes to settings. The big one is about the chat. So in a class, as I'm changing my rosters, I'm going to be going into settings and member permissions. In here, you'll see that owners can delete all messages, give members the option to delete their messages, and give members the options to edit their messages. We ask that you unclick both of these boxes so that you as the owner are the only one that can delete messages that get posted to the chat. This does need to be done, like the roster, on a class-by-class basis, so please make sure that you make this change. Now that all of our settings are good to go, we're going to go ahead and start a class. So I'm going to go back to my main Teams page. And I'm going to go ahead and meet. So nothing has changed a ton, hi guys, about meeting. This is a little new because they've updated some of the audio settings and some of the ways that you can change back and forth between devices. But for the most part, you're simply going to be using your computer audio. It won't let me use audio because I'm currently recording right now, but I'll click Join Now. I'll start a meeting. Once you start a meeting, as a reminder, you are required to record these Teams meetings. So please, once you get a class started, you're going to go up to More Actions, and you are going to click Start Recording. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to see myself, Mike, or Jill. Once you start a recording, you should see this turn red and a blue bar appear across the screen. Everybody who logs in will see this and they'll know that they're being recorded. I'm going to click Dismiss. And that should get us all set for the second semester. Hopefully this was really helpful. I'm going to leave this meeting. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, our wonderful IT department, or Tracy Heisler. We're all here to help you and support you as we get ready for Monday. Have a great day. Happy New Year. And I can't wait to see you all soon.